All right, so I'm going to make 4 shorter videos so that we're not so behind from the Labor Day weekend. I gave out 2 packets that I want to use right now. One that looks like this and the other that looks like this. And so the purpose of this video is just to get us starting in the habit of being able to organize data that's not the candy like we did at the end of class. So turn to the last page of this packet, and all we're going to do now is organize data on this video. Okay, so we're going to take our 2 examples and learn how to organize it on the set of Venn diagrams. So let's all kind of get the same Venn diagram going. So let's label the top set A, the one on the left B, and the one on the right C. So what I usually do is I first list out all of the members of my universal set. So the only numbers that I know to exist are the numbers 1 through 30. So I'm going to go ahead over here and I'm going to list all of the numbers . 1 through 30. Okay. And then I'll wrap around 21, 22. Okay, so just like the candy Venn diagram, all of these numbers belong somewhere on our Venn diagram, inside that box. So after we list all of the members of our universal set, let's go ahead and list all of the members that are going to belong in each of the sets A, B, and C. So multiples of 2. I'm going to start putting this in set notation, so you see that little squiggle means I'm going to define a set. So multiples of 2 would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and 30. So somewhere I'm going to list all of those numbers in set A. Multiples of 3 would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. So all of those values are going to end up somewhere in set B. And then for C, multiples of 5. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or 30. So what I do then is I start up with my universal set, and then I just begin with the number 1, figure out what set it belongs to. If it doesn't belong in A, B, or C, then we put it somewhere outside those sets. So what I would do right now is like pause the video, see, just get out a pencil and try it. See how you do on organizing that set of data, and then turn on the video back on and see how you did. Okay? So go ahead and give it a pause, and then come back and we'll organize the data together. All right. So I'm going to start with the number 1. So I'm going to look at set A, I'm going to look at set B, I'm going to look at set C, and I don't see 1 belonging to any of those sets, so I'm going to cross this off and plop it outside. Okay? So now I'm going to start with the number 2, and I see that 2 only belongs to set A and no other sets, so I'm going to put it above where it's not intersecting with set B and C. All right, I've got the number, so I'm going to cross off 2 just so I know I did it. So I have 3. So 3 is only in set B, so I'll put it outside. So it's not intersecting at all with A or C. All right, we've got 4, so it looks like 4 is only in set A. You don't have commas, no commas. You don't need commas inside the Venn diagrams. 5 looks like it only belongs in set C. 6 looks like it belongs in A and B at the same time, but not C. So right this space right here is where the number 6 would go, because it's in A and in B at the same time, but it doesn't fall into this C circle. Okay, so now I'm on 7, and I don't see 7 belonging to any set, so I'm going to put it on the outside. We've got 8, and 8 looks like it only belongs in A. We've got 9, and it looks like 9 belongs to just B. 10 looks like it belongs in A and C, but not B. So this is where A and C intersect, but not B. We've got 11, that goes on the outside. Doesn't belong in A, B, or C. 12 looks like it belongs to A and B, but not C. 13 doesn't look like it belongs to any set. 14 looks like it's just A. 15 looks like it's in B and C, but not A. So 15 would go right here. See, it's in B, it's in C, but it's not in A. 16 looks like it would just go in A. 17 looks like it's still outside these sets. I don't see it belonging to any of these. 18 is in A and B, but not C. 19 doesn't belong to any of those sets. 20 is in, let's see, A and C, but not B. Okay, 21 looks like it's just in B. Here goes my crutches. Let's see, 22 goes just in A. Right, okay, 23, again, I don't see it belonging in A or B or C. 24, cross off 22. 24 looks like it goes in A and B, but not C. So I'll put 24 here. 25 looks like it goes in just C. 26 is in just A. 27 looks like it's in just B. 28 looks like it's in just A. 29 on the outside. Stick it down here if you want. And then 30 looks like it belongs in all three. So you have one on the homework that's sort of similar, where you have to organize data. And then we're going to answer some questions about this. So let's practice organizing one more on the sample. I'll give you a hint about the oh wow and what it means to divide by, or is divisible by. And then I'll make another video on how to use some set notation. So pull this one out. We're going to come back to that one on another video, but let's organize this data. So again, what I recommend that you do, here, we'll write out these numbers together. Let's write out the universal set. So we're going to talk about set notation having that funky bracket. So this is like all the candy in my candy bag. So all of these values belong somewhere on the Venn diagram below, inside that box that's defined. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. All right, so let's see what A would be. So A would be the even numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 18 and 20. B is defined, and C is multiples of 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Okay, so pause the video and go ahead and see if you're in your comfort zone, being able to put the numbers 1 through 20 somewhere on this worksheet. And then we'll come back to it and answer some of the questions on the back, and that'll help you out with the OWL this week. All right, so let's start with the number 1. So looks like 1 belongs to B, and only B. 2 belongs to A and B, but not C. So that'd be right here. 3 belongs to B and C, but not A. 4 belongs to A and B, but not C. 5 looks like it just belongs to B. 6 belongs to, all 3. We've got A, B, and C. So 6 is going to go in the middle. Belongs to all 3. 7 is just B. 8 looks like it's A and B, but not C. 9 is B and C, but not A. 10 looks like it's A and B, but not C. Let's see, 11 looks like it goes on the outside. 12 would be A and C, but not B. 13 goes on the outside. 14 would just be A. 15 looks like it's just C. 16 looks like it's just A. 17 belongs on the outside. 18 looks like it's A and C, but not B. 19, 19's on the outside, and 20 looks like it's just A. All right, so that's how you can sort out data. Now, on the OWL, which I don't have in front of me, but I know it says something about dividing the sets that are numbers that divide into, or I think it said divide into like the number 20 evenly. I'll just do that as an example. So if it was all numbers or all values that divide into, if that was a descriptor on the OWL, so basically you want all of the factors of 20. So what numbers would divide into 20 evenly? Well, 1 and 20, here I'll list them out here, right? Those divide into 20 with no remainder. 2 and 10, not 3. 4 and 5, not 6, not 7, and then we've exhausted them. So if you wanted to write them in order, these all are all the numbers that divide into 20 without a remainder. So basically that question on the OWL, when it asks for A, B, and C, you want to just find the factors of those numbers, the numbers that will divide into that value evenly. All right, so this is video number 1. There's a few more on the way.